So I was in my local library looking through the cookbooks, and I found this book. This is the Seinfeld Official Cookbook by Julie Tremaine and Brendan Kirby. So I leafed through it looking for Indian recipes, as I do, and I found this recipe for mulligatawny soup. And this is one of the soups made in the famous episode where they have the soup German N-word. If I say it, YouTube will demonetize me, so just, you know what I'm talking about.
The soup Nazi.
And I thought this is a great opportunity to make a video because mulligatawny soup is actually an Anglo-Indian dish. It has its roots in India. The Indian dish it's based on is actually called rasam, but from my research I realized that it was originally called miligu tanir. Those are Tamil words, two Tamil words put together. Miligu meaning pepper and tanir meaning water. I hope that's right. I don't speak Tamil, so roast me in the comments if you want. But anyway, during the British Raj, British expats lived in India and they liked soup, and they adapted the local soup, the rasam, for their own tastes. They made their version heartier and less spicy. And over time, as the British Empire spread throughout the world, this soup kind of traveled with them, and it became a staple amongst British cuisine. And eventually this humble soup that started in India and then spread all throughout the British Empire ended up in New York. And one of the places in New York that served it was called Soup Kitchen International. And Soup Kitchen International became a local legend in New York because the soups were really good.
You will be stunned.
Stunned by soup?
You can't eat this soup standing up, your knees buckle.
Huh? All right, let's go, come on.
But the guy who served the soups was really mean and particularly hostile towards his customers for some reason. So much so that the locals nicknamed him the soup, you know what.
Soup Nazi.
So how did they get to Seinfeld? I'm glad you asked. It turns out that one of the writers on Seinfeld used to frequent this soup shop.
It was when I was writing on Letterman. That's where I got lunch in the winter.
So you are the genesis of the soup Nazi character?
I am, yeah, of the story. There's this weird guy who sells soup they call the soup Nazi, and they start laughing really hard. They go, what do you mean? They go, well, if you don't order the soup right, he takes the soup away and he gives your money back and he takes the soup away. They go, what? And they go, and yeah, and everybody in line kind of turns away from you. And they were like, there's your episode. That's your first episode. And most of that episode are little vignettes of what really happened to me in real life. You know, when Elaine says you kind of look like Al Pacino. There was a woman behind me who, in front of me actually, who said that to him and didn't get her soup. Said, you know, you kind of look like Al Pacino. And he went, not like the TV character, he went, F you. Get the F out of here. Screamed at her.
So the real soup Nazi would curse you out and eject you?
Wow. I think is his name, right?
Okay.
Is that the real soup Nazi? So he was, this guy only opened up in the winter months, in the fall months. He would, in the summer, tour the world looking for new soups to bring to the corner of 55th and 8th.
Hey, he's a professional.
And all he asks is that you order soup the way he wants you to do it.
So they shot the episode, and it has become one of the most iconic Seinfeld episodes of all time. Now I know what you're wondering. What happened to the guy? What happened to the actual soup, you know what?
The soup Nazi.
After the episode aired, his soup shop became enormously popular, and he really didn't like that because he hates customers. This guy really painted himself into a corner because he decided to take part in a profession where he has to serve customers. And then just by a twist of fate or whatever, you know, the gods aligned and said, oh, you don't like customers? Here's all the customers in the world. Deal with that. So he really resented Seinfeld for making his soup shop popular, which is patently insane. This guy is unhinged. He's a crazy person. But he's not crazy enough to turn down money. He ended up rebranding his shop as the original Soup Man and franchised it for a little while. He had multiple franchise locations, and he had like a deal with supermarkets and schools, I believe, to sell packaged soups as well. All of those business ventures failed, and his CFO actually got indicted for tax evasion too.
One of these days, that guy is gonna get his.
Bad times for the soup, you know what.
You're through, soup Nazi. Back it up. No more soup for you.
But anyway, the original Soup Man company went through a bankruptcy, and I think the ownership exchanged hands a few times. And they emerged out of bankruptcy in 2018 with a single location, just like it used to be. Talk about coming full circle, eh? Started with one soup shop, now it's down to one soup shop. But I mean, what a story. In this one bowl of soup, there's this whole big story involved with all these characters and all these countries and all this history. Also, side note, there is a soup chain in Toronto, which I used to go to, and it's called the Soup Nazi. Shameless. Complete ripoff of the other guy. One soup, many stories. Now, I was a big Seinfeld fan back in the day, and I'm still a Seinfeld fan, so I'm really excited about this. I'm going to show you how to make the soup, then I'm going to try it, then I'm going to have my dad try it, and I'm going to pair a beer with it as well. I'm excited. Let's go.
And here's our wonderful ingredients. 23,358 dried red lentils, or 2 cups, whichever you prefer. 12 cups of vegetable broth, 4 cups of water, 1 large onion, 4 cloves of garlic, 1 hunk of ginger, 2 medium-sized carrots, 2 stalks of celery, 2 Granny Smith apples, 1 handful of cilantro, and a plethora of spices. Place the lentils in a bowl. Rinse the lentils until the water is relatively clear. Grab a large pot and add the vegetable broth and the water and bring it to a boil. Once boiling, drop in the lentils and cook for 5 minutes, then cut the heat. But while it is boiling, you might as well dice up this onion. And now the burner's off, you can put those in. Then peel and dice the garlic and add that to the pot. Grate 1 tablespoon of ginger and put that in. Peel the carrots, then cut them in half this way, then again this way, then dice them into half moons and add them to the pot. Dice the celery into more half moons and drop them in. Peel the apples and then, you guessed it, dice them up and add them to the pot. Now add a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves, 2 teaspoons of coriander, 1 teaspoon of ground turmeric, 1 teaspoon of curry powder, and 1 tablespoon of salt or to taste. Stir all this together. Bring the pot to a boil again, then reduce the heat and simmer for 45 minutes, stirring occasionally. Ladle this up in a bowl and then dice some cilantro and sprinkle that on top. Pair it with the marble rye and giddy up.
Okay, we've got our marble rye bread on the side for the real heads. Elaine's Mulligatawny Soup from the Soup N-Word episode of Seinfeld. Here we go, baby. That is awesome. Holy. Whoa. That is amazing. I was not expecting that. It's complex, it's layered, it's savory. Great textures with all the vegetables in there. I can see why this soup spread throughout the world because it is really good. I've never had mulligatawny soup before. This is my first time. I'm gonna try it with the marble rye. Let's go. It works with the marble rye. It works with the goddamn marble rye. Everything's coming together. This is fantastic. I love it when things work out like this. I had no idea I would like mulligatawny soup this much. I had no idea. The Anglo-Indian dishes are highly underrated. I gotta get more into Anglo-Indian dishes. There's something going on when these two countries collaborate. Good things happen. Well, some bad things happen, but what are you gonna do? I don't know what to tell you, man. I love this soup. I love Seinfeld. I love the soup, you know what, guy. But don't just take my word for it. Let's see what my dad thinks. Dad.
Yes, Paul.
How's it going?
Good, good.
Good. Have you ever had mulligatawny soup?
No.
Have you watched Seinfeld?
Yes, it was really funny show, talking all the time about nothing.
Yeah.
That's what I see. Nothing.
That's the show.
Yeah.
That's definitely the show.
And they were all funny though, 4 of them.
Yeah. Which one did you like the best?
Not the Seinfeld, the other short guy.
Short guy? George?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Seinfeld was good, but the other, I like the other guy there.
Okay. This is a soup
Yeah.
that is called mulligatawny.
Oh, yeah.
It's an Anglo-Indian dish.
Gonna.
Oh yeah, go ahead, try.
Little sweet.
Mmm.
Yeah, it's good on the sweet side, a little bit on the sweet side. I don't know whether it's the ingredients or not enough. Indian spices looks like on the mild side. Yeah.
It has 2 apples.
Oh, 2 apples. Okay, I see. That's why I make it a little bit on the mild side.
Well, the British like their food a little bit more mild,
Right, right.
less spicy.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay. You're not that impressed though.
Did you put any spices into this?
A little bit of curry powder, but no garam masala.
And no salt too?
There's some salt, yeah,
Okay.
but not enough.
Yeah, I will put a little more.
So how much more salt would you put, do you think?
How much did you put in this?
I put 1 tablespoon of salt.
Yeah, I will put at least half more tablespoon.
Half more tablespoon?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Would you like to try the beer?
Yeah, beer looks good too, Paul. This looks like some kind of light beer.
That's a, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Good. Goes with that.
It goes with the soup?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Hey, what's this here? The bread.
That's marble rye bread. It goes with the soup.
Okay, let me taste. Good. Did you toast it?
No, I did not.
Maybe we should toast it.
Okay.
If otherwise, fine too.
Okay.
And the beer goes very well.
That's it, Dad. Do you have any final thoughts about Seinfeld?
Seinfeld was a good show. You know, it was funny and everything goes just other than little salt.
Okay, that's very diplomatic.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Dad.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. So if you like this video and you'd like to see more, then click over there or over there. Like it, sub it, ring the bell. Have a good day. Yes, soup for you.